Okay, everybody. Want to get your carpets clean? Call that number. Sorry about that, guys. So for Christmas, I got some primers and some black powder equivalent. The primers I got were these CCI 209 shot shell primers. It comes in a case of 1,000. These are 100 of them. I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which means I have 16 shots ready in here. And I'm going to just give you kind of some tips on setting them up. If you want to see how to do this, check out Dave Canterbury's video using the H&R 12 gauge as a muzzle loader. That's what I'm going to do. I have my 20 gauge version. I had to look up online to see what the load is. I'm brand new to muzzle loading and everything. But what Dave is shooting is he's shooting, generally speaking, 100 grain load. And of course that's way too much for a 20 gauge to handle. So I'm using a 65 grain load. I might even just do a 60 grain load. But I want to give you a tip about cutting these shot shells. Well, first off, you want to be safe about it. What I'm using to hammer it into, I'm using a piece of pine, softwood, and I'm using a piece of hardwood on top, and then I'm taking my hammer and hitting it. And I'm not using a heavy hammer, I'm using a light tool hammer. Hit it down. And I'm not hitting primer side, I'm hitting top side. One thing that I noticed when I was first starting is it takes a lot more time if you don't, to seat the primer all the way, if you don't cut this down real well. I've got some in here, like this one, that obviously haven't been cut down too well. I need to cut all this off. But that took me a long time to put a primer in. This one doesn't have a primer in. And I cut all the other ones down. But I noticed that if there's a lot of plastic left on here, it's really hard to seat the primer. So hopefully that helps you guys with any problems you might be having. I got 16 shots in here. I got a pound of Pyrodex, so hopefully I can go up today and do some shooting. And you guys will get to see some shooting being done by myself. With black powder. So thanks for watching, you guys. Just a quick tip or trick about this. Check out Dave Canterbury's video. Make sure you are really safe when you're doing this kind of stuff, especially with black powder and making your own loads. Thanks for watching, you guys.